Welcome back to the channel. Today is weigh-in day. I believe it is week 9, if I'm not mistaken. I'll obviously have it corrected in the title and everything and in the shorts, so whatever. We'll get to that. But yeah, weigh-in day today. I'm going to be completely honest, it's nighttime, and I didn't record the weigh-in this morning. I'm going to record it tomorrow morning, so future Ian's going to be doing the weigh-in with you guys. I weighed in this morning, so that's the weight and everything we're going to be using. I'm not going to cheat by going another day into the future, but yeah, being completely honest, not the greatest day. I don't feel that great, as we touched on yesterday, but I don't want to bother with that too much before I send it over to the weigh-in. So without any further ado, future Ian, go ahead, take away the weigh-in and talk about what we're looking like. Thank you, past Ian. We are here for our weigh-in. Honestly, didn't expect the results we got. Happy with what we have. For being off for the days I was, for not treating myself as good as I thought I should have in terms of food, etc., and not being able to go to the gym every day. We are down 1.5 pounds, which I will never complain about. Obviously, we could be down more weight if we were going to the gym more, eating a little better, but still down weight after a crazy weekend, so really happy with that. And in terms of the measurements, chest is down 0.5 inch at 49 inches, stomach is the same at 54 inches, thighs are down 1 inch at 29 inches, and biceps went down to 15 inches. I think that's a duality of fat loss and just general not having any pump or anything, not having worked biceps in a little bit. So overall, really happy with those results. And without further ado, I'm going to send it over to future Ian to give a little more talk on those results, what they mean, etc. So take it away, future Ian. All right, thank you, future Ian, for that quick weigh-in, measurements, etc. Now I'm going to be talking about more in depth on that, what it means, what it looks like, why the numbers are what they are. So without any further ado, yes, down 1.5 pounds over a week where I was not eating the greatest, not sticking to a good diet, getting a good amount of steps in, not working out every day. So I'm really happy with those results. That means that I stuck to the journey and the process enough to not overeat and not be too lackadaisical and not like put myself behind in this journey. I'm honestly kind of surprised that we went down weight. I was expecting to stay the same or go up a little bit, if I'm being completely honest, but we'll happily take that. So yeah, that puts us down 31.4 pounds total in this journey so far. It's almost 70 days in, and we haven't been the greatest on everything, but I'm happy with where we are. Now, I did talk about right before I sent for the weigh-in that I wasn't feeling great today. I'm still not feeling great. Today is going to be another rest day for me. It's more so on I don't want to push myself and actually get sick or make myself feel worse. I woke up this morning. I wanted to do my weigh-in, wanted to record everything, but I didn't have the time because I woke up at like 11, and I had a meeting at 12. I had to drive half an hour, take a shower, yada, yada, yada. So that was this morning and what that all looked like. But woke up, had a bloody nose. That was the start to my day. Bloody nose, throat is feeling scratchy, really nasally. So I think it's either just the weather, changing allergies hitting me, or when I was down in Myrtle Beach, the wildfires were around there. So the smoke, if I was inhaling that poor air quality a little bit, if my body's just not happy with that. But yeah. Being completely honest, I've had a bloody nose pretty much all day. It's been on and off. Nothing like bad until a little bit ago. Went to go take a shower just because I felt like crap and I like feeling clean. It makes me feel better. A nice warm shower, and then my nose started bleeding again. So I'm like, oh, whatever. But yeah, that's what today looked like in terms of me physically. I wanted to go for a walk. I wanted to go to the gym, but I just feel like I have the decision I can do that and be happy with that result, but risk making myself feel worse, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel worse. I already have to get up really early tomorrow, so I want to get as much rest and relaxation as possible before that. But in terms of food for today, without going to the gym, I wasn't able to go to get groceries because grocery stores are next to the gym. I don't want to drive really far out of my way, out of the way from work, out of the way from my apartment to get groceries. When I have some food at home, I ate lunch at my meeting I had. It was at a brewery. Never complained about a department meeting over there, but didn't drink. I didn't want to have a drink today. Like, one, because I didn't feel great, and I didn't want to make myself feel worse. Two, I didn't want the extra calories, the unnecessary calories, when I knew I wasn't going to be feeling great and probably not doing too much today. So there was that. I had a grilled chicken sandwich and a little bit of fries that came with that. There wasn't any substitute for the fries, and I was hungry, so um, I'll take that. But it was a grilled chicken pesto sandwich. It was very good. Big fan of that. And that was the meal earlier today. Then I got home, put some rice in my rice cooker to try to make some fried rice tomorrow. I have still a little bit of shredded chicken. I know you don't want to use shredded chicken in a fried rice, but I just want to make a meal that's using what I have to the best of its ability before I have to go get groceries again. And I like a little fried, like an egg fried rice with a little bit of chicken in it. So that sounds good for me. So it didn't end up really having the greatest dinner ever. I had little protein tacos that I had in the freezer. I had a couple of those. It was like 400 calories for, I don't know, 20, 30 grams of protein. So no complaints there. But yeah, really wasn't hungry. I even had points there where I wasn't thirsty. I usually will happily pick up a water and drink. Like right now, my throat's getting raspy because I'm talking a lot, so I am going to take a sip of water. But in general, today I wasn't feeling very hungry, very thirsty. I have a weird pain in my back. I think that's just from poor posture when I was sitting at my meeting today because it was just on stools, no back support, and I'm a heavy boy. But yeah, that was what today looked like. That's what everything looked like there, and obviously the weigh-in. So happy with all the results we've seen so far. But yeah, just sitting here talking and going through things, hoping that tomorrow I wake up and feel better. I'm going to try to get to sleep somewhat soon. It's 8:30. I want to get in bed by like 10 at the latest. Hopefully, maybe a little later than that. Depends on how long everything takes to get uploaded. But I have to be up at 7:30 in the morning to take my car into the mechanic tomorrow morning because they only had an 8 a.m. slot. So I'm going to be doing that, getting a ride back home, and recording then. Getting the weigh-in recorded and that edited up to be posted. So I actually probably will go to bed earlier because I don't have to edit everything tonight. So that's a good thing I'm happy with. But yeah, tomorrow, obviously, ideally, back into the gym, it would be our fill day. So chest, forearms, abs, not shoulders, forearms, abs, not chest, forearms, abs, and getting that work back in. We haven't hit a fill day in a little bit, which is kind of weird because I feel like I hit my fill days a lot. It's one of the most consistent workouts because it's one of the easier ones. I wanted to do like some at-home workouts, but like I said, I've just been feeling crappy and not enjoying the day. But yeah, today is probably going to be a bit of a shorter video, so I apologize for that. I just don't have as much substance to talk on. In terms of food and meal plan for the rest of this week, I am planning on going to get some groceries. It's probably going to be a ground beef week for me. I haven't had ground beef in a few weeks. In terms of like actual meal prep, obviously I've had like a burger here and there when I'm away or something like that, but I haven't had an actual meal prep with it in a while. So really looking forward to grabbing some of that and getting some meal prep done. But without further ado, as always, I thank you so much for all the support, subscribing, um, comments, etc. It's been amazing to see the progress we've had for me and also the progress that a lot of you are sharing on your own journeys. Super proud of all you are doing as well. And without further ado, that'll wrap it up for today. Tomorrow, be a better version of yourself. Do better to make tomorrow a better day. Make tomorrow you happy with the decisions you've made up to that point. And as always, I will see you in the next video.